Hey, what did we keep them on? Did we keep them on? When goes down, goes down. Ellis, talk to me. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. We say how we are going to do. Oi, ready? Ha, ha, ha. Ready, good. Oi, we say how we are going to do. Yes. Oi, sit down there, 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 sit down there. Oi, sit down there. Oi, sit down, sit down there, sit down there, sit down there. Boy, 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 boy. Sit down there, 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 sit down there. Watch you, we keep them on. Did we keep them on? We say how we are going to do. Oh, yes, yes, we say how we are going to do. Oh, yes, Lord Jesus. Oi, watch out, watch out. Don't worry about the wicked them, you know. Don't worry about the wicked them. Tell them neighbor, come. Don't worry when they talk about you. Don't worry when they tell life on you. Don't worry if they walk over and pan you. Don't worry what them say about you. Just catch it on the balance wheel. 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 Jesus and your balance.
Yes, yes, yes. Pleasant good morning for some afternoon and good night, right, wherever the foods that you are. I want to say, thanks again for tuning in to the Mystic Sensation and Solid Vibration. I know that Melting Pot will be joining us shortly, right? So we await Melting Pot arrival in the studio. However, you know that Mystic Sensation will not start unless we endorse our people in the chat. All right, so let us begin in terms of endorsing, of course, all the peeps in the chat. All right, as usual, Beverly 975, Mystic Sensation family and crew, heart of love to everyone. All right, Richard Reed 4665, bless up Richard Reed, Dorrit McCoy, and Marie McDonald, and Fiona Burnett, right? Megawatt, big up yourself, and that that is my comrade, brother, Spirit the Corpse, Megawatt, big up yourself all the time. Laverne P9R, Veronica Shaw, Carol Witta, Merinda Ruddock, Christopher, right, and Richard, and for those persons who are coming into the lobby, right, greetings and of course blessing to you all. Now let me begin in terms of today's show, because today's show is going to be riveting, right? And yeah, today's show is going to be riveting, and we are going to edify a lot of people. We are going to go back, deals with the situation of 77A, right? Because I have done a solid research, and as a matter of fact, I pass on some information to Rattigan, right, relating to 77A. And we are going to see and understand why, and let me say this, I'm really happy that, some relevant persons contacted me and provided me the adequate information to pass on to my listeners. And you are going to understand as to why, because, we talk about not wanting for third people, for persons who are pushing a third party agenda saying that, okay, all right, the People's National Party know about 77A and did not use it, right? Well, not so fast, not so fast. 77A is a powerful instrument, and let me say, it is going to be used by the People's National Party now. No two way about that. But there is some what we call Parliamentary Committee exemption. We did not know about that when Rattigan and myself, right, Tuesday, right? And, you know, if I had gotten the information before, then I would provide that to the people, and the people will understand why the People's National Party did not engage. And you are going to see it very interesting, right? So the People's National Party cannot be blamed, and I am happy, right? Because you see, when you have confidence in, you know, the People's National Party leadership, and you have confidence as it relates to the current members of parliament that we are seeing, and, you know, as it relates to those People's National Party members who are running the PAC, right, and the PAAC, as it relates to the PAC, Julian Robinson, and the PAAC, Peter Bunting, they are doing a fabulous job. And I am happy that this morning, guess what? I am going to get the opportunity, right, to crush third-party narrative in saying that there it is, that OKR, the People's National Party, they knew about 77A and they did not use it. So again, we are going to go into a different level of conversation. And I'm so happy that I am going to deal with that. And people are going to say, oh, okay, now we understand, right, why the People's National Party members of parliament, right, did not utilize 77A. And as I said, right, we give thanks to Rattigan in terms of the ATI ratify and Juliet Holness response to the ATI, so that we can know about 77A. And, you know, how should I say this now? Them have a saying said, when I'm gonna dig one hole for a person, he needs to dig two. And this is a perfect example of what really happened to Juliet Holness as it relates to 77A. Because now that it is out there, guess what? We are going to encourage the People's National Party to use 77A, right? And deal with many persons. But we are going to first point out the exemptions. And as I said, I have sent Rattigan that document, right, as it relates to, right, the Parliamentary Committee exemption report. So I am going to share that with you all. And of course, for those who say, okay, all right, the PNP and the GLP are the same thing because the PNP tolerable are showing tolerance to the Jamaica Labour Party, it's no. When you see the Parliamentary Exemption Committee exemption, you're going to see as to why the People's National Party could not answer to that because of the Parliamentary Committee exemption. And for the persons who send me, this information, I'm not going to call any name. I'm not going to, but of course that person is in the PNP hierarchy, right? And so the person sent me that, right, to straighten it up and, right, clear up as it relates to the naysayers who will want to find some reason, right, to say, yeah, right, the PNP and the JLP are one of a kind. We are going to crush that this morning, right? And I am so happy in doing that. But let us not waste any time. We are going to get into now addressing, okay, all right, see, Brother Melting Pot come here because, you know, that this is my partner on the battlefield. Let me just bring up Melting Pot. Right, my partner on the battlefield is here, so you know that more strength this morning, right? Because you know we are like Starkey and Hush, you know. And for those people who used to watch that Starkey and Hush movie, of course, Melting Pot and High, we are totally replica of that. But you know, this morning, no, honestly, people, you know, when I say I am happy, and let me just say why before I bring in Brother Melting Pot. The level of confidence in Mark Golden did not just come overnight. Did not just come overnight. For me, right, scrutinizing Mark Golden leadership and investigating and so forth and so forth, and I said, wow, you know, I mean, you have to just, you know, say it what it is, right? The man, right, is an honorable person. And, you know, Jamaica is missing a lot, missing out on the essence of Mark Gordon leadership. And this is what is so sad when you have someone who cheat themselves onto the people, right? Force themselves onto the people and then, right, doing all of what he is doing to the people. I'm going to reveal some stuff today, right? And let me say this categorically clear, right? And based on the evidence that we are looking on, I am not going to hesitate in saying that Pernel Charles Jr., Donovan Williams, and Andrew Holness, wicked, wicked, wicked. And I am going to show the people the evidence of what you, Andrew Holness, you're extremely wicked. You are evil. Everything that Rosie said is true. And Rosie didn't have to come out to speak of your wickedness. We knew this before Rosie came out. And strong information that the Jamaica Labour Party is ruptured because a lot of them are blaming Andrew Holness as a result of the level of criminality. It's a shame. But as I said, this program, people, I want you to share out the live because we are going to reach so many people and expose, right? You know, let me just, Pernel Charles Jr., Donovan Williams. Why? You people. But let me just ease the emotion and just ease into it, right, in the business of the day. Without any delay, let me just bring Brother Melting Pot to meet and greet his wonderful people. Brother Melting Pot.
Yes, sir, Lord Byron. Enough love and respect. Yes, man. Now, you know, I must say a pleasant good afternoon. Greetings to all. It's a pleasure to be here. Better late than never. You know, and I hear my brother, you know, echoing some sentiment that is of real value. You know, lot of substance within the word that, you know, my brother just used, you know, to highlight the leader of the country and to, you know, present an entire package that subscribe to him not being competent to lead the country. But I just want to just acknowledge my people them down in the ground zero as usual. I can't leave them out, you know, because I have these people at the center of my heart. Yeah, I know what them I go through, you know, so I have to say big up, one love to you all. Keep strong. Keep the motivated spirit going, you know. Don't drop it because that's what Andrew wants to do, you know. Drop on a motivated spirit. Yeah, the will to fight, the will to endure. You know, all that this administration led by Andrew Holness has thrown in you down in ground zero. So we just want to say big up to the people them as usual. Big up the 2 Mile Lights them. Big up all blood and fire comrade right around the world. You know, it's a pleasure to be here once again. Yes, my brother, Sir Lord
Oh,
Byron.
all right. Thank you for that, Brother Mystic. Right. I mean, we have evolved so far and we have come so far away now, melting pot. We start to feel this relationship more of the brotherhood rather than just friend, because of course we are growing. All right. Now let us, of course, address our Jamaican people and those in the diaspora. Now let us go back to the ethics committee listing. For those who are tuned in Tuesday, and we were saying as it relates to the Jamaica Labour Party, right, members of parliament who of course have the majority, and for those committees, right, majority of them will be on the committee. So let me just first share with you, because we're well researched now and we come out much more powerful with the necessary information. Kudos to the Almighty, right? Let us share with you all the persons, particularly on the JLP side, who is on the ethics committee. So I want for you to know that, my people, so you understand where we are going this morning as it relates to the information that we are providing. All right, let me just give you that and share that as well as we begin. So here it is. Let me see if I can big it up a little bigger. I want everyone to see it. Right, I think that is big enough. Melting Pot, are you seeing this?
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Okay, so here it is, Jamaica people, as it relates to the ethics committee, right? And we have the chairperson here, Mistress Marlene Malawi Fort, right? And I have to say, big up to Marlene Malawi Fort to point out the weakness in the NARA bill. I realized that a lot of Malawi Fort GLP associates are giving him what we call a bitter eye. You know, they really don't like the stand that Marlene Malawi Fort took as it relates to going against the NARA bill, the way it's structured. A lot of weakness. And Marlene Malawi Fort is saying, let us come to some amicable solution, because the bill as it is, right, is not appeasing to her, and neither it is going to support the people as it relates to that moral aptitude. All right, so here we have Honorable Franklin Witter, MP, another GLP. We have Honorable Juliet Cuthbert Flynn, right? Another GLP. Honorable Crystal Lee, MP, another GLP. And Mr. Andrew Morris, MP, right? Another GLP. And you only have 3 People's National Party, right, on this. So we have Mr. George Anthony Hilton, PNP, Mistress Natalie Nita Garvey, MP, Miss Andre Perkis, MP. So what you have here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, right, 5 JLP and 3 PNP. So when you have that, you will understand the difficulty that the People's National Party have to climb as it relates to prosecuting, right, the People's National Party member. And let me say, and this is one of the reasons why that for us in Jamaica who want, right, PNP to get into the dogfight, right, and come out victorious, this is the reason why we say vote, vote, vote. And although we know that Jamaica Labour Party had stolen the election, so I am not, letting them off the hook. We know 100% sure that they had stolen the election. But nevertheless, right, the voters' apathy as it is, We want to reduce it. So what am I saying? I am saying that more people need to come out and participate in the voting process, because what we want to give People's National Party a substantial amount that all of Andrew Holness wrongdoing, right, can be overturned. So let us teach the politics and teach the civics, right? When the People's National Party have a convincing amount, we want to give them a 2/3 majority win so that we can now attack, right, even some constitutional situations that need to be amended to appease Jamaicans. And trust me, when I say to you, Jamaica, that Mark Golding is our Moses, and I'm not going to hesitate in saying that. Let me say it, because a lot of people don't want to hear that, but Mark Golding is Jamaican Moses. Believe it. Now, let me just get now into 77A, because I beat and teach this morning, you know, people. I beat and teach this morning. Now, let us get into this here. All right. So, okay, let us take out this, and because we're finished with that, clean up the space. All right, let us get into. All right, let us share this now. Let us share this. All right, let me just bring it up for you, my Jamaican people, because we want you to learn today, you know, that nobody out there so can't tell you nothing and come with any form of third-party foolishness. Now, 77A, referral of matters to select committee. A matter may be referred to a select committee if, on the question being put, at least 16 members of the House so decide. So yes, 77A is a very powerful instrument to use, right, for parliamentarians, right, to put concerns, right, to the ethics committee and for persons to be disciplined. 77A is that particular tool, very substantial tool. Now, 78, witness. When it is intended to examine any witnesses, the member requiring such witness shall deliver to the clerk of the committee the name, residence, and occupation of any witness he desires to examine. If the committee desires to summon any witness, the chairman shall supply the name, residence, and occupation of every such witness to the clerk of the parliament at least 7 days before his evidence is required. The clerk shall then, subject to the directions of the speaker, summon every such witness on behalf of the House. Now, the evidence of every witness shall be taken down verbatim and shall be sent in proof to the witness by the clerk to the committee. The witness shall be at liberty within 14 days from that on which the proof was sent out to suggest corrections due to inaccurate reporting, and the evidence shall be printed with such of the corrections as may be approved by the chairman. The committee may, at its discretion, refuse to hear any irrelevant evidence or any, right, recalcitrant witness. Now, premature publication of evidence. When the evidence has been given before a select committee meeting in public, no complaint of privilege will be entertained on the ground that it has been published before having been reported to the House, providing that this paragraph shall not apply to the proceedings of and the evidence taken before a select committee held in private. Now, reports from the select committee, every select committee shall, before the end of the session in which it was appointed, make a report to the House upon matters referred to it, but where a committee finds itself unable to conclude its investigation before the end of the session, it may so report to the House. Now, a report of a select committee may contain the opinions and observation of the committee and may be accompanied by the minutes of evidence taken before the committee. So that within itself summed up, right, the power of Standing Order 77A, a very powerful tool. Now, but my Jamaican people, where are we going now? This is what we didn't know for Tuesday when Rattigan and Melting Pot were speaking about, right, Standing Orders 77A. So this is very important, and I want people to listen now, because this, what I'm going to pass on, is going to create the doubt, because even some callers call me, right? And one of the callers was saying that, Mystic, you know, I listen to you, Mystic, but right now I don't feel too comfortable. And he defend that, you understand, he appreciate Mark Bowling leader, and he said that he cannot understand how 77A would be there and the PNP did not use it, right? And it was very concerning to him. And you know, and let me say to that person who sent me, right, the relevant evidence to share, right? And this is coming out of the PNP hierarchy, right? But I'm not going to call any name, right? And so then I am saying thanks to that person. You know, you know yourself, right? Thanks to you, sir, right, to make it, right, available to us so that I can share it, right, as it relates to why we are going to explain as to why the People's National Party, right, based on, right, a particular case, right, that they could not, right, use 77A for that particular reason, and for those cases that fall under that particular umbrella. So let us get into that, right, and clear up any ambiguity that is out there. And I'm happy that you are here for me to share this today. Today is going to be very nasty, you know. I'm just only going through, you know, the safe zone. I'm just going through the safe zone, right? Put out the safe zone, and then we get into some serious situation here this morning. Let me just get into that to clear up any ambiguity that is out there. Here it is, my Jamaican people, privilege to share it with you. All right. This is the Parliamentary, right? Here it is. Ethics Committee further review of approval parliamentary exemption motion. So all Jamaican, right, who, you know, for those who say that, oh, the PNP and the GLP are the same thing, because the PNP tolerating GLP crime. Now come to class and listen. Now here it is. Reference is made to your email dated April 2026, and Mr. Philip Paulwell, right? They are going to give you the reasons as to why Mr. Philip Paulwell doing this, and as it relates to Dennis Garden as well, right? And why Dennis Garden, right, is not going to return to the Ethics Committee, although they are pursuing him, and rightly so. So I'm going to show you and make you understand. Now, reference is made to your email dated April 2026, and Mr. Philip Paulwell, Member of Parliament for East Kingston and Port Royal, email dated April 19, 2026, regarding the request of the Ethics Committee stemming from its meeting convened on April 8, 2026 for Mr. Dennis Garden, Member of Parliament for St. Andrew East Central, to address further issues relating to an exemption motion. It is noted that the legal issue of contention raised by a member of Paulwell is whether the Ethics Committee, so people listen now, whether the Ethics Committee can return to address the exemption motion that was already dealt with by the committee and approved by Parliament without a new motion from Parliament, right? Especially when the issue being interrogated is the subject of investigation of the Public Account Committee, PAC, the Integrity Commission, and the Major Organized Crime and Anti-Corruption Agency. Now, hold on, people. When we were discussing this, myself, Martin Pot and Rattigan did not know this, that if any case being investigated, right, by the Public Accounts Committee, being investigated by the Integrity Commission, or any major organized crime, anti-corruption, right, those cases cannot put back before an ethics committee. I hope you understand what I'm saying here. Let me read this over in terms of Baaaaawl attempt, and I'm going to show you, right, the section in law. Now, let us go into it. It is noted that the legal issue of contention raised by Member Baaaaawl is whether the Ethics Committee can return to address the exemption motion that was already dealt with by the committee and approved by Parliament without a new motion from Parliament, especially when the issue being interrogated is the subject of investigation of the Public Accounts Committee, comma, the Integrity Commission, comma, and the major organized crime anti-corruption body, or any respective bylaw, anybody that deals with investigation. From once that goes through there, right, seal and sign, it cannot goes back as it relates to the Ethics Committee. And so then I was wondering as to then why did the Integrity Commission did not send it to the Ethics Committee. Now, this now fully explained as to why it was sent to Juliet Holness and not the Ethics Committee. Now, let us get into it. Please be advised that Standing Order 77, subsection 7. Now, people, listen now. We are teaching over here. Please be advised that Standing Order 77, subsection 7, procedure in select committee specifically states that the deliberations of a select committee shall be confined to the matter referral to it by the House, and any extension or limitation thereof made by the House, and in the case of a select committee on a bill, to the bill committed to it and the relevant amendment. Therefore, considering that the paramount objective of the motion referred by the House of Representatives in accordance with section 41, subsection 1, subsection G of the Constitution of Jamaica on October 21st, 2025, to the Ethics Committee of the House was to solely facilitate the deliberation and examination of the motion of exemption brought on behalf of the Member of Parliament for St. Andrew East Central, which, based on the report of the Ethics Committee, was undertaken in accordance with Standing Order 73E, subsection D, on February 4th, 2026, any legal issue. Now, let us get into this now. Of contention that may have arisen after the report of the Ethics Committee has been adopted by the House February 10, 2026, and the Senate February 20, 2026, in accordance with the Standing Order, right, for the House Standing Order 80, subsection 8, and the Senate Standing Order 77, subsection 8, respectively, and extends beyond the ambit of the scope of the initial motion referred by the House, are not confined to the matter referred by the House, will require a new motion from the House representative. What that means? It simply means that if you have a situation that has already dealt with by the Parliament, has already dealt with by MOCA, has already dealt with by the Integrity Commission, right? You cannot use 77A to now bring back that same motion to the Ethics Committee. No, right? You can't do that. And so then that is one of the reasons why the People's National Party couldn't bring back to the fact that the Integrity Commission investigators had investigated Christopher Tufton to say that, okay, on the same motion, we are going to use 16 members, right, to now bring forward that same motion to the Ethics Committee. This is telling you, no, it cannot happen. No. Additionally, once the House approves a committee report or motion, it becomes a formal resolution of the House. According to the principles of parliamentary procedures outlined in the DISCAIMER Parliamentary Practice 25th edition, when a parliamentary committee has approved a report and that report has been adopted by the House, the committee has fulfilled its mandate. It cannot go further or take it further, becoming functus officio regarding the specific order. So they cannot bring, right, that motion, right, back to the Ethics Committee. It would have to be a new motion. Subsequently, if new information arises, here it is, if new information arises that requires the committee to review or reconsider the matter, a new motion or order of reference is required. A committee cannot unilaterally, hear it now, people, listen. A committee cannot unilaterally or spontaneously reopen an inquiry or review an approved motion that has already been adopted by the House without a new or revised mandate. So that is clear as day. And so then the 16 members couldn't just stand up right on the PNP side and said, okay, we want to bring that motion right to the Ethics Committee for Christopher Tufton to be brought before the Ethics Committee. No, it's not going to happen, right? The law specifically states that that cannot be done, right? It has to be a new motion dealing with a new different item, unless you have additional evidence which is new, then you can do it, but you cannot bring it back to the fact that the Integrity Commission investigators have already ventilated the issues via an investigation. I hope you understand this morning. We are beaten teaching over here. The House must pass a new motion. Here it is. The House must pass a new motion to recommit the matter or issue a new order of reference to give the committee the legal authority to reconsider its previous findings. So then what they are doing as it relates to Marlin Malawi Fort now and Dennis Garden, you understand? I am telling Dennis Garden, hold your grounds. Don't go over there. Don't go over there. Hold your grounds. Hold your grounds. You have the law to defend you right here. In the case of a recommittal, if the House has not yet made a final decision, but the report has been tabled, it can be referred back if it is not being tabled to the committee for further consideration. But in the case that it had referred, then it cannot refer back. However, once the House has formally, listen now, once the House has formally adopted the report, thereby making the committee's recommendation its own resolution, a new substantive motion is generally required to empower the committee to revisit the new issue of contention. Argument done. We clear up all the ambiguity. We done the argument. We stop chat. A university over here, so melting pot and mystic sensation are your professors. All right, let us take this away. Let us take this away. Right? Let us take that away because we free up the space now, melting pot. Clear up the ambiguity. Right? And so then what we are saying, right, we make it clear for persons who are saying that, all right, I sort of feel fed up because the PNP have 77A and right, they know about this and yes, why they did not use it. They can't use it. So let us set it straight now. The case that involved Andrew Holness, to the fact that it was investigated as it relates to Gavin awarded contracts to Andrew Holness, that case cannot go before the ethics committee. It has already ventilated as it relates to the Integrity Commission investigators. And that is one of the body that from once it goes through that, it cannot go back to the ethics committee for further discipline. Can't. Now, we have problem because Juliet Holness now put himself in a mess. Because we know now about 77A and 77A, which is powerful. We now are going to speak on the cases that have not been ventilated by the Integrity Commission, cases that not ventilated by MOCA, cases that we are now going to ask the People's National Party to ventilate them using 77A. Now, let me talk about the first case. The first case, to the fact that investigation is ongoing, there is no ruling on that. Darren Vaz, as it relates to the 110 old school buses, need to be ventilated, right, as it relates to the ethics committee. Because there is no finality, right, done on that. Now, Donovan Williams, as it relates to the accusation, right, of a stalwart councillor based on serious allegations, need to bring in front of the ethics committee. So Juliet Holness open a one big can of worm here. Now, guess who need to go in front of the ethics committee, people? Think of it. Two persons left. Andrew Holness and his wife. But let me talk about Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness, as it relates to, listen to me now, people, because we know that certain things FID is currently investigating. Listen to my line of argument. To the fact that Andrew Holness' statutory declaration cannot be certified. Coming this July to September, as it relates to that report coming out, right? The statutory declaration of Mark Golding, the statutory declaration of Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness must be now, as it relates to 77A, must be utilized to bring Andrew Holness in front of the ethics committee as it relates to what? His statutory declaration unable to be certified. And this time, guess what? We are calling out that. Next thing, what needs to go in front of the ethics committee? Juliet Holness lease flat property that has several breaches as it relates to NEPA, breaching NEPA guidelines and regulations, as it relates to KSMAC, breaching KSMAC regulations and guidelines. Let me tell you what I have done, people. And I am not hiding it. I have sent the relevant information already to the relevant people who will be investigating this case. Other persons that I have CC'd on the information to make other persons aware that here it is on this particular date. These were the persons who Mystic Sensation had informed pertaining to lease flat situation, and we need this investigation to be done thoroughly and for course correction to be done. I have already done that. All the persons who in receipt of the respective document, they know themselves. All right. And we are just speaking that because the Jamaican people need justice. As simple as that. Let me now bring in Melting Pot to speak, right, his tune on this matter. Melting Pot.
Yes, sir, Lord Byron. I mean, you eloquently, outline the procedure as it relates to 77A, yeah? And in regards to previous investigation that's been done in regards to people who we know breached, the code of ethics as it relates to they being parliamentarian. But just to put it out in layman terms, the whole procedure, as you rightfully point out, 3 outstanding agency, whenever they have anything to do with any corruption cases, yeah, prior to the fact now we are learning about 77A. The simple fact of the matter that, Integrity Commission and the PAC Committee and the Major Organized Crime and Anti-Corruption Agency, MOCA, once they have anything to do with any of those individuals, then we can't use 77A right now. And it simply was telling everyone that the People's National Party could not use it then because they did not have 16 members, they only had 14. So, we should be fully, aware of Mark Walling, the president and the leader of the People's National Party, of his capability in dealing with laws because he's a man of that stature. Yeah, and once he didn't go down that line, it tell you that there was an hindrance and he was not, willing to exhaust, any time or effort in pursuing anyone through the medium of the code of ethics. Yeah, the ethics committee in general. Yeah, because it's a dead end. But now, what we have are some very important cases, like what Mystic just outlined. Lease flat is one. Andrew Holness and his statutory declaration is another. And Donovan Williams' new upsurge in corruption that Rosie has outlined to us is also another. Yeah, and we have several more people who we know do corruption but have never been gone through PAC Committee, Integrity Commission, or MOCA. Yeah, we can bring anybody who has never gone through these 3 arbitrary regulatory agencies. You understand? So now we have Andrew and his wife to put before the Ethics Committee using 77A. And we have Donovan Williams as well. And we have Darrell Vaz with 1.4 billion. He hasn't faced this committee. So, I mean, we have people now who we can put forward, yeah, into that space to be thoroughly investigated.
Melting Pot, hold on a Melting Pot. NJJ, all right. The phone was sort of off. Me just realized it, and thank you for telling me. So, all right, that is up. Sorry about that. All right, Melting Pot, go ahead.
Yeah, so we have some cases now that the People's National Party can strongly pursue, you know, some individual who have, committed some great atrocity. And we are just hoping now that everyone is fully aware of what 77A can do and why you cannot use it to do other things, even though they were created and we know about them. The simple fact of the matter, they have been through one of these three agencies. We can't bring them back for any form of discussion using the Parliamentary Ethics Committee. We can't do that. Yeah, so we just have to now turn a new page and start a new journey and start a new procedure. Okay? And I know the People's National Party will be strongly represented by the leadership. And so we will get some, justice coming our way. We'll get some difference upon opinion rather than when they had the parliament to themselves where they could just do anything, because that's what they were doing. They were ignoring the code of ethics, as it relates to the Parliamentary Ethics Committee. They avoided every guideline, that ring fence that committee. They break them because they had the monopoly. And I yield back the floor to you, Sir Lord Byron.
All right. Thank you for that, Brother Melting Pot. Short, spicy, and powerful. Love that. NJJ, I have to I'm going to ask my wife as it relates to see if she can clear up whatever is going on with the phone. But as you said, why do you ignore or don't take the calls? Always going to voicemail. I don't know why it is always going to voicemail. Melting Pot, just hold the session a little bit until me come. Let me just sort out this, because I don't want when people calling, they are not getting me. Let me just sort out this, because just hold the fort until me come.
All right, Sir Byron. Yeah, and the fourth now continue on the same line of discussion, We now have to look at the people who are entrusted to deliver on behalf of the Jamaica voting population. We cannot allow a monopoly regime to continue on its merry pathway by ignoring all the standard procedure guideline that should guide them in the House of Parliament. So I'm looking forward to a resurgence within the parliamentary space by the People's National Party, based on the fact that they have 28 members now opposing the 35 member from the Jamaica Labour Party, which does not give the Jamaica Labour Party the monopoly reign that they previously have. So they can be challenged on several different fronts. Using all the mechanism that I am now fully aware of, that they are knowledgeable to these procedure. And as you know, Sir Byron has outlined, we get information from within the People's National Party, would not disclose the source. And so we have the material, and we have gone through it, me and Byron, from yesterday, and we know fully well what it entails. So we are here to guide our people, our viewers and our listeners, within the space of social media as it relates to the code of ethics within the parliamentary system. So let's not confuse ourselves. Just wait and be very patient with the People's National Party to deliver. We know we had some disgruntled caller the last time we did the show who are saying that they are fed up and it's like they give up. No, my brother. If you see what me and Mystic and Man in the Wilderness go through and we not give up. Remember, September the 3rd, when we know the Labour Party steal the election, we jump back in the driver's seat and carry the vehicle same way. We never park this vehicle because we have hope and we have optimism that things will change and change very soon. I yield back the floor to you, Sir Lord Byron.
All right. Thank you for that Melting Pot. Right. Because we don't want our people to feel, daunted or anything like that. We have to, because they are the ones who are providing the energy for us. And that is one of the reasons why, you understand, we go to the length in terms of getting the information and present it. And we are happy, right, that, because you see, when you're confident, into a leader, right, and definitely, because when you look on the PAC and the PASC and the level of probity that is happening and exposing the Jamaica Labour Party, the People's National Party, let us give them some kudos. Let us give them some kudos, right? They are doing an amazing job, right? And we have to respect that, right, in terms of what they are doing. So, and I have confidence in them. Trust me, right? Okay, all right. And that.
Pay attention to the phone. Nothing was wrong with
Okay, so am I bad eye. All right, yes, caller. Go ahead, caller.
Mistake, you're virgin from South Florida. What's happening, my man?
Watch a man, me miss you, man. What go on?
Listen, I'm tuning, but I got something to say, and I want you to just hear me out.
Yes.
And I'm touching on something that my brother, man next to you, just referred to about the frustration of the people.
Yes.
And we have to be mindful, and that people are really frustrated and people are feeling the pain, especially those of us in Jamaica who's living through the agony and the anguish and the suffering of this uncaring government.
True.
One of the things that from my perspective that I've noticed, and I've spoken to quite a few people, is the complacency of the People's National Party in their response. And we often hear people say, they're two of the same. No, we have to we have to look at that carefully and not just judge the people because whenever they say that. Because at the end of the day, Mystic, complacency breeds compliance.
Yes.
And one of the things that we know that in this atmosphere and this time that we're in, where most people turn to social media for their information and their news because it's given to them raw and straight. When the People's National Party, well, let me say, they have a tendency to want to be politically correct and politically polite. That does not work in this political environment. Those days are far beyond us.
Yes.
And I think that the People's National Party need to take a more aggressive stand with the issues that are facing the country. Yes. I do applaud them for the press conference regarding the pilferage of the purse for the hurricane relief by the Jamaica Labour Party. But what we also want them to do is to come out, and it doesn't need, and they don't have to hold a press conference with every member. But I think that, for example, the atrocities that our young men are suffering, the political, the judicial killings of our young men in Jamaica, the human rights atrocities in Jamaica right now. The shadow minister in that ministry needs to come out and speak truth to power. We know that the media is bought and paid for in Jamaica. So the PNP have to take it to the media. Don't wait for the media to come to you. You have to take it to the media, because that's the only way you're going to be able to change minds and hearts. You know, we see for example, I called you last week, the health ministry. How on God's green earth, my brother? Tell me, in any other country or society, do we have a publicist like Christopher Tufton, still the Minister of Health, which is one of the most critical ministry in the country? Remember now, a country's wealth is depending on the country's health. You know, your health is your wealth, and with that industry and that office in total ruins, how can Christopher Tufton still remain Minister of Health? So yes. These are the things that the PNP. You don't need a leader of opposition to come out for this. Dr. Dawes need to come out and speak on these things. Take it to the streets, take it to the public, take it to the media. Let these things be heard and let the facts be known to the people. Because we have a very, very uneducated society in Jamaica. So the only way to reach the people is to take it to them. The media is not going to do it because the media is bought and paid for. And this is where I want to see the change in the response by the People's National Party. Like I said prior, complacency breeds compliance, and that's why you have some people say they're two of the same, which we know it's not true, but there's reasons why people can surmise that, and we have to be mindful of that. And the PNP have to change their strategy, but they're playing with house money. You know, they're playing with house money. Take it to the people, take it to the media, take it to the street, but they cannot continue to sit on their hands and bite their lips while these atrocities and crimes are being committed by a government in the country that they're opposition for. It is not going to work out for them good if they continue to become so quiet and complacent. And I think that there need to be a certain level of aggressiveness by the People's National Party. Speak truth to power and present the facts. Ask the questions and pull the criminals out from behind the doors and let them answer the questions. Because if you ask questions, people will have to respond.
All right, caller. Okay, all right. Let me just blessings.
You. Have a good one.
Okay, thank you. All right. I heard clearly what the caller said, but let me just take this other call. Sister Winnie. How are you doing? All right. Turn off the device in the background, Sister Winnie.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sister Winnie. How are you doing?
Listen to me. It's about time our people stop letting that thing disrespect them in Parliament. She's no good. She said that we are who belong in the certain way we are dump. The husband call us dog, and yet our people sit there and let she turn off my condemns. We got to stop it.
Our behavior is rotten to the core.
You know, her behavior is just like a big toilet. She's a dog. She's no good. She's a dog that you won't even have in your yard. And they stand there and let her get away with it and pretend they're pretty. And on some they're not. Come on. It's about time we stop it. When she want to tell us about a minute, she a minute underneath her foot. Huh? That's what she wants to get a minute.
And it's
don't let me get mad here. I do not want to.
Why are they?
I'm too old to get this mad right now. Huh? Because I sent it to all my family and friends. And they said, please, 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 Miss Winnie, don't, darling. Because I will cuss her like a dog, you know. She's no good. We couldn't help her being, even if we did turn against her for not being the speaker, they did have the majority to do it.
Yes, they have the majority.
So we must stop saying it's our fault. Okay?
All right.
It's about time
we
stand up to that bitch. And let her know that you are a bitch and I'm a bigger bitch than you. Sorry, Mr. Mystic and Mr. Melting Pot, but I got to use these words. She's no good. Them will be working nasty people.
Yeah.
They want to pass a lot of things that Jamaican do. I don't understand what it's all about because I don't live in Jamaica. But she gets about, he got 1 minute. But look at she do, her face look like them hard jackass who you don't want. Huh? She cannot come there without her makeup on. Because she look like a whole hog. She's in menopause long time, that's why she behaving so she want a good man. She want a man when he's done with her, she can't turn up.
Hi.
I hear you here, good day here.
All right.
Good day.
Okay.
That's language, but you know, she just get me mad when I hear she tell the gentleman about him have a minute.
She need to have some. She need to have some decorum.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Mr. Melting Pot, sir, how are you?
All right.
Sister Winnie, thank you.
All right. Yes. Wow. The calls are just coming in. Just let me just. What is going on with this phone? What is happening here, man? Sure. My goodness. I'm trying to answer the call, but what is going on? Them start a phone out, sure. The caller calling me and trying to answer the phone.
When I hear Sister Winnie side of the story, how she
Let me
feel
just call
about
back.
the house, you know,
I have to call about the call because
and everything like
what's going
that.
on?
I mean, we know for a long time, so the Speaker of the House is a very, you know.
Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, good afternoon, my dear.
Yes, that caller that just called. Last year, September, the election was called for a change, but they choose Barabbas.
Well, many of them choose. Some of them choose Barabbas.
Yeah, what more they want the PNP to do? The opposition leader can't take too much. Why the caller not come out in outside slumber and come call up? Get to know groups. If you have group, get the groups and come and say we are go out there. We can't leave everything for Dr. Daz. Dr. Daz was doing it. You know, she said the media silent, the church silent. People vote for them gut, and I don't think about them brain.
True.
And the people want that change and I turn up in a sun under the oppression and I say, guess what, we need that change, but now I go and turn up that. So guess what? Make them suffer the consequence. Sometimes good have to suffer for you, but they suffer. Because today, the whole of St. Anne should have come out in their numbers and block every street and lane where them are killing and take place. And show them say we have the power. We are the people and we have the power. We can't wait for the opposition leader. We need to
That's
check
true.
it out.
That's true, sister. That's true. I believe in terms of what you're saying. That's so true.
Right.
That's so true.
What the opposition leader have to do? One of the day last year, one of the day when time them attack these things. It's not, and then you have some dirty media houses where sit down and corrupt and everything with this government where they cover it up. But there's a God in him, a God with defense.
All right.
God.
Okay.
May
All right.
God support me.
All right, my sister.
Mystic.
All right.
Pick up yourself.
Blessings, my sister. All right. Okay. All right. Let me just take one more call before we start at the program because I see that person was trying to call me. Let me just give you the opportunity to call again and just deal with your call and then move on to the program. Yes. If you are listening to me, right, just call back. Right. So I give you the opportunity before I go on because when I go through, I will have to finish that subject matter that I am addressing. And I am ready to address Pernel Charles. So Pernel Charles, Donovan Williams, and Andrew Holness come in front of the class. Right? Pernel Charles, Donovan Williams. Do you hear what the thumbnail said? Roof program scam. Some things I'm going to show you, people, really and truly. And before I go into the program, let me give kudos to let me see the hold on. Let me just answer this final call and then get into it. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation. Please turn off the device.
Yes, Mr. Mystic.
Wagwan.
I'm turning off this one too. Good evening, how are you?
I'm good, my sister. Good.
Good evening, melting pot. How you doing? You melt the pot in, woman.
There you go.
All the bottom you melt out. You know.
Yes.
Mr. Mystic, let me ask one question there. It's like Miss Malaloo, me not like still we have to big her up, you know.
Yes, man.
We have to big her up.
Of course.
In, you know. Trust me, you know. Come here, I wonder where she is so long, you know, because boy, she looking good. Good thing she never did, but I take Andrew, you know, because probably she wouldn't even look good, so.
Well, just speak out the burden. Just speak out the burden in a parliament, you know, and speak the truth. So she get a little bit light and fresh.
The very, very honest truth. This document need fixing.
Yes.
A whole heap of something in that where the people, the nation of Jamaica don't understand mystic and melting pot. They don't know what go on. And the man who come in like Nicodemus Stephen at the night come just post things from people. So
can you imagine all those suppressive clause that he put into the Nara bill?
Yes.
You understand? Him control.
And him alone at the control all the time.
Mighty
He don't want the opposition to have anything to do with nothing. The man take time and bring in dictatorship. Him want own Jamaica.
He's not taking his hold on, Carla. Hold on, Carla, because I disagree with you. He's not taking his time doing it. He's doing it on a rapid pace. He's doing it on a rapid pace. He's trying to bring in dictatorship. I mean, right. If he could do it right now, he would have done it at a rapid pace. He's doing it. Sorry, sister, go ahead.
But Mystic, you know, say a lot of the people them not even get no help and say them done with that now, the roofing and all of that. Them now go back there, so an hour now.
Well, sister, listen.
The money for the people, them.
Sister.
I'm not going to build up no down a Black River and all of that. That can't work. And that him get the money for. But the man have some big investor that they are way panning here, man. For cut and chip up the money and trash out the money and do what him want to do. That's why them are rush it. So
and you're 100% correct.
Investors are weak because them used to it. We get them friend and them cronies contract. So the same thing the man carry on with and need the quiet there.
Oh, yes.
And I take time I go on and I push it. Then the Delilah wife for him have she annoyed yesterday because she want the bill pass. Me don't know where that woman here come from. The lady will just describe her. Lady, same way so it go on more. Same way. Because a woman of integrity would not be behaving like that. The whole of them sit down over there so a mistake. The whole of them did knock down the desk, them, you know, boom, 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 boom. And knock down the desk, them when it read out. Yes?
Yes.
And then now, when Malou take over, you hear no desk a leak?
There you go. Because the truth has been spoken.
They see that coming, you know, they never see it coming.
I know, they didn't see that. Because even me myself, I was shocked. when I heard Marlene saying that, I was shocked. I said, whoa, what caused this?
I don't blame her. Don't go down with them. Do not go down with them. She knows better, and the saying is, who know better, do better. I applaud her for that.
Yes, I do.
Because Smarty like a size 13, and the same Babsy there, and she going, you know, so Babsy like, she shrink down. Wanna not see that? Too much wickedness and evil. A woman like that should have been standing for integrity, man. Yeah.
She don't know not name, sir.
None of them sit over there and
hold on, my sister.
Things that proposing there for the people.
Hold on, my sister.
At the same time,
hold on.
Lick down this and wanted pass. It's all about teething fertilizer on the green. It's all about sure.
But my sister, let me ask you. Hold on, my sister. Let me ask you a question. Because I mean, you're a Jamaican and you know about Babsy Grange history. Why do you expect any better from Babsy Grange? Babsy Grange, that you know.
But in our time, you know, when you know, say you're limited upon this earth, you know, because the Bible says give you 3 score and 10 and
you know, have no change or change.
I mean, Babsy gone over the 80, and you not reckon yourself yet? You not reckon yourself? Huh?
She not on change. She carry God the grave, my sister.
I give them time, you know, every day that them wake up, you know, and them don't even see it. It's all a wicked one day. I talk about you can't this with the police and can't that with the police, but the police must come kill our people, pick me the door. Come kick down your door and come in your house. Come.
With impunity. Kill your children with impunity. With impunity. All right, my sister. All right. Blessings. Blessings. All right. Let us seize the call for now, because where we are going to go through, we are going to go through some mess. We are going to dig up some mess, and people want to sit back and look. you understand, and the destruction of Andrew Holness, Donovan Williams, and Pernel Charles Jr. Right? Defrauding the Jamaican people, corruption to the highest order. And I want to big up Dre Bryan, right, in providing, right, some of the tangible evidence, right, to conclude this case that I'm going to present. So Dre Bryan and people, you know Dre Bryan over TikTok, you understand, doing a fabulous job over TikTok, right? Someone who, right, you know, split, right, always split truth and have tangible source of evidence. So Dre Bryan, for people who don't endorse, has yet endorsed Dre Bryan, because this information that I'm going to present, right, a portion of this investigation came from Dre Bryan, and I must tell you, solid. I just couldn't believe it. I can't believe it. But this, and let me tell you something. What I'm going to present, I said, you know, that what Dre Bryan had presented, it is the very same thing that Rosie Hamilton spoke about, that Donovan Williams, right, taking the relief aid that belonging, that's supposed to be given to the people who suffered from Melissa. But those people were denied, and they are sharing up the aid for themselves. Wicked, evil. And also Pernel Charles Jr. involved, and Andrew Holness. Donovan Williams, right, is the person who being the secretary for 3 of Andrew Holness' shell company, right? And you know, those companies under investigation. So you can see the syndicatism. Look on the information that I'm going to present now, people. Please. I am going to play an audio. And when I play this audio, I want you to listen. What this person is saying, we have the evidence. The documentary evidence. I am shocked. I can't believe that Andrew Holness would be so wicked. Hold on, let me just take this one call and then seize it. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Mystic. How you doing, sir?
Blessings, my brother.
At least I got to say, Melton, that you are the prosecutor and Mr. Baran is the judge. I listen to you guys every day, and you guys really hit the right point.
Thank you.
But I have 2 questions.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll have 2 questions for you right now. A few months ago, you guys came out and said they have certain amount of guys who would supposed to be extradited, and after a while, you guys say you guys gonna call the names in. What happened to you guys, man? You forgot those things?
I want to tell you something, a very good thing that you brought up, right? Now,
Yeah, the judge, you know, so that's why I say, that's why I call it the judge.
yes,
And your wife is the clerk of the court.
yes. But let me give you an answer, because Melton Pot is here, and I'm glad that Melton Pot is here, right?
Yeah.
We, based on how we got the information, right?
Yeah.
We try to preserve and protect the source of our information all the while.
Okay.
And let me say this to you, sir. Let me say this to you. It is serious time. Very serious time.
I know.
And people, I don't want, because of social media views, that I am going to do something and risk people's life.
Right.
And I'm glad that Melton Pot can say to you that, you understand, evidence that we have collected, we have to wait until people decided that, okay, reveal this.
Talk.
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Because what happened, the reason why there's only certain amount of social media I watch, and you are one.
Yes.
Just like Andre, I watch Andre when he was on YouTube. So Second question I want to ask you: what do you think about the geopolitics for this coming next to Jamaica? What do you think about it?
Okay, very, very, very good question. Very good question. The geopolitics is serious, and let me tell you why it is serious. And I'm going to say something, right? Because we have some serious topic to address. Very serious topic to address. The geopolitics. All right, the geopolitics as it relates to the trend setting, what you see that taken against Venezuela and taken against Cuba. The question that you need to ask, that one needs to ask.
Coming to Jamaica next.
Okay, all right. Why Venezuela and Cuba? If you notice.
No, sorry. He's not going to touch Cuba
No,
now.
hold on. Let me finish because I want to go to, right, a lot of people is anticipating what we are going to reveal. So let me just quickly touch it. If you go through, as it relates to the first Trump administration, right? Remember that Venezuela wasn't a problem. But from the moment Venezuela signed on to the BRICS, Venezuela had become a problem in the Caribbean.
It looks like we're going there though.
Yes. At the moment, Cuba, right, communicate alliance to go on to the BRICS. Cuba also in problem as it relates to Trump administration. Yes. Now, the situation is, right, the United States is uncomfortable as it relates to the structural development that China is doing in the Caribbean. United States is very concerned about that. Yes. Very, very much concerned. And so then, anyone or any countries that seems to align too much with China, United States have a problem, right, as it relates to the Monroe Doctrine. So people need to read.
Hallelujah.
Okay. People need to read the Monroe Doctrine.
All right. Can I come in a bit?
Yes, go ahead.
That's why you find Alpha can't open,
There you go.
Because of Monroe Doctrine.
Because of the Monroe Doctrine.
And guess what happened now? After he leaves Middle East, he's coming right to Jamaica.
There you go.
Because, listen, they have no alumina because Canada ain't give him no more.
Yes.
So he's on his own now, and the only place he can come from with the same Monroe Doctrine, just the same thing what he used down by the Panama. Panama. He can come here and you see what he do. You see what they do yesterday. If you watch the news, I watched Jamaican news yesterday, and what happened? You listen to Jamaican news yesterday, man. What he says, they grant certain amount of money to the Caribbean ports them.
Yes.
So he gonna come in with a little bit of money and say, okay, I have money now too.
Yes.
Right? And with Jamaica, with the reason why he's coming for here right now, he can't go, but he can't catch Cuba because it's 2.5 communist country leaving the world now.
Yes.
And the 2.5 is China, Cuba, and the half is done by floating.
No, well, the North Korea authority is communist as well.
Okay, well, let's teach me something now. So yes. I'm saying now, China not gonna let you touch his brother.
Well,
and China have a lot of investment down there.
Yes, that's true.
Although he have it in Jamaica, our football, the guy who we have here is a football.
Mm-hmm.
So, when a game is playing, the football get a lot of kicks.
Yes.
Plus, he is between the dragon and the eagle.
You're perfectly right, sir.
And the eagle gonna pick him up. And that's why most of the time you do not see him or hear him not saying nothing on the ear and come out and says nothing because he's behind the rocks and the hard place. And he'll give him 6 more months, Andrew's out.
And
he gonna turn up. He gonna turn pimpy with orange jumpsuit.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to catch. It's going to reach 6 more months. 6 more months is too long. I think he's going to be out before.
6 months.
He's going to be out before.
Give me 6 months.
Based on evidence that we are looking on, and he's going to be out before. So I'm not giving him 6 months.
And that's why you see. Remember what they say is a Marlin Malagu fourth family was a PNP.
Yes.
Marlin still want to be a politician.
Well,
and that's why he's jumping out. That means he can jump ship. She can jump ship.
the Jamaica Labour Party is splintering right now. Splintering, some serious situation with the Jamaica Labour Party.
Yes, and remember, I heard that the lady in Kingston, the councillors again, come out and talk to.
You mean Rosie?
And she's bleeding.
Yeah, man. Rosie spoke to Conrad O'Brien.
Okay, and she's bleeding, and she gonna flip, and right now, all of a sudden, she become a pimpy now. So you know what's gonna happen in I'm listening to the ethics thing, them don't start yet. And what JLP is doing is only open. Every day they come out, they open a brand new can of work.
Well, we have 77A, right, to use now. We have 70. Exactly. Kudos, and let us say kudos to Rattigan to push the envelope so that we can be aware of 77A and we can now push for it to be used. And definitely, we are going to push for it to be used. So 77A is a significant tool. And as I said, kudos to Brother Rattigan to make we now have access to 77A.
Yes.
All right, Carl.
As I said, nice taking my call here, son.
Blessings.
I'm here in the courthouse.
Thank you very much. All right.
Virgin, but hold yourself down here.
All right. Blessings.
Bless up, God.
All right. Jamaican people. Yes. And as I said, let me once again big up Dre Bryan, right, for the evidential property that I am going to present. Even me, myself, shocked. Can't believe it, that the Jamaica Labour Party, Andrew Holness, is this wicked. Is this wicked in terms of the presentation? Look at this, my Jamaican people, and I want you to listen. And not only that I'm going to play the audio, I am going to show the documentary evidence. Jamaica, this is not normal. And I want people to share out the live. Please share out the live. A lot of people, Jamaica people, to come look. When we say Andrew Holness deliberately suffering the people of Jamaica, particularly for those hurricane victims, what they are doing to them. And look at these people. Let me get into this. Unbelievable. They can't deny this, you know. They can't deny this, you know, because we have evident, documentary evidence in our position. They can't deny this. Now look at this. Listen up, this people. Listen to this.
Ask them to bring some recipient to come for the handover check thing. People with their name come up in our system, right? When the person come, they gave the person that check to carry up there with 500,000 on it. According to the minister, the person at the ministry told the person that even though make you a 500,000 check for all upon, I told you you'll get when the money come. The person say yes and agree and go all the check. They take the picture and then put it out and with the person name, I will check with 500,000. Put it on the Prime Minister page. The person no say. They didn't get no 500,000, you know, but they still got with something. And then when they get them 200,000 now, they call the MP and the company and say, oh, they make more than 500,000 a check and put me on Prime Minister page and only 200,000 me get. I am saying.
All right. Well, on, maybe stop from share this then. You maybe stop from share this. Jamaica, want to hear that? We went further than that because we don't want anyone to say that, okay, it's a little audio clip, right? And anybody can say anything by any audio and put it out because they hate the Jamaica Labour Party. We make sure the investigation go deep on that to prove what the lady said. They can't hide it. Now watch this. Look where I'm going. Look at people. Let me show you this. People see evidence there. When you see us who up on the left, Dana Van Williams. Right? Now we know say Nikisha Burchell is there. Nikisha Burchell is total. Nikisha Burchell and the next PNP gentleman totally innocent of what happening here. But Donovan Williams, that Rosie spoke about, Pernel Charles Jr., see the 500,000, yeah? Right? And the people them only get 200,000. You wanna remember when Rosie said, when the contract run, Donovan Williams want $1.5 million. And Rosie said, no, me not give you that. See Donovan Williams, yeah? In the arms of corruption with Pernel Charles Jr. See the two of them there, I show you the two of them Jamaica people. See there and see the big check here. Now we shot me I go after this. Now look at our people. And yes, so the banga around there. You don't think you see no banga around yet? Melting Pot, have you seen this check?
Yes.
Okay. So we know that all of the people must see this check. On the things, me go show you the evidence, people. Me go show you the evidence. Now, people, watch this. Let me come here, sir. Me the boss on the bubbles today. On the too wicked. On the too wicked. No, so the people that must suffer. Right? I know I do this to the people. No, so the people that must suffer. I don't do this to the people. Jamaica people, no watch this. Look here. Let me big it up for you to see it. The discarded name of them dash right. This is the documentation we proved. I show them a street in the people. And people pick it up, you know. And so comes we have it, you know. I dash them dash with the name. Look at people. See time. See the criminal there what they behind it, you know. The criminal there what they behind it. See me? Want to see the fraud there, you know, people? See the name them there? Joy Wright. Right? First name Gloria Joy Wright. Denmark, O'Brien Wilkes. All of the people have information.
You can big it up a little bit more, Sir Byron.
Yes, man.
Just
Big it up, man. You can't see it now? Hold on. You see
Increase
it now?
a little bit more.
No, you can't go no more.
Hold on. Yes, just keep it there and scroll it so people can see the name. Good, say no lie, I tell. And then you just can scroll it down.
See what I'm doing? That's where, hey, look here. This need to be investigated. Pernel Charles need to be investigated. Donovan Williams need to be investigated. This is serious, you know, people. What they have done, they have collected the people their name, you know. To pay out 500 to the people, and but yet, really,
500,000. 500,000, Sir Byron. 500,000.
500,000. 500,000. Give the people them 200,000 and then them 300,000. Want to see the corruption, people? That's why you find say Andrew Holness now. Try to make them class in another right now. Try to make them, hey, look here. Andrew Holness. Your wickedness not top aside, you know. See the people. Look here. I'm go down. See there? See the name them there? Million, Hyacinth, Ilian, Jennifer, Joyce Lynn, Linda May, Michael Lyde, Roland Garfield, Tracy and Tamara. We have the people them here. Wilfred George, and we have the people them address Almighty goodness. Almighty goodness. No, sir. No. This a wickedness. This a wickedness. So then, that is one of the reasons why the Auditor General being talking. Now people can get into it. So when the Auditor General is saying that she's not getting any help with documentary proof, this is the reason, this is the evidence. GLP take the information and dash it away. And it was captured by people of concern. This is evil. So then let me ask Andrew Holness, how do you expect to rebuild with resilience for the people to be resilient? No. Remember, the next 3 or 4 months, We got now hurricane season, you know. And you do the people of this and Holness? No. Pernel Charles, Donovan Williams, who do the people of this? So then, how are we preparing for the next hurricane season around the corner? When you have done the people like this, trying to know say the people are hungry. You tell them say, we are going to issue 500,000 on a name. But really and truly, under the table, only 200,000 to get. Donovan Williams, Andrew Holness, and Pernel Charles Jr. name the rest of food. Donovan Williams, Pernel Charles Jr., and Andrew Holness name the rest of food. Evidence. Let me go for more evidence. You know what is our people? Let me go for more evidence. See the evidence here?
All of the Chinese Jamaicans who are coming together to give back. This is what you call unity. Now this is going to be used to assist volunteers who are going on.
This is myself. This is only me alone.
Only you alone.
Only me alone did this.
We appreciate this. A lot of cases of water, a lot of bread, a lot of crackers can help our volunteers to go out and be able to serve.
On behalf of myself and the Chinese community, I want to help the Jamaican who are fully devastated, who have destroyed them house, who want to try to get back them on their feet as soon as possible.
No, I just want to say thank you.
Jamaican people. Watch this now, Jamaican people. Watch this. All of the relief aid that the Chinaman went and take that relief aid to Pernel Charles Jr. yard, you know, I'm outstanding. One to Adpen. One to Adpen. The so-called assistance from the Chinese, where they know that Adpen is the area where all of these things need to be recorded through. It is at Pernel Charles Jr. home. You remember what Rosie said? What Rosie said? Rosie said, Donovan Williams taking out the relief and do what? Give it to his friends and families. That is what Rosie said. You see the evidence? Where relief aid find Pernel Charles Jr. home. You see the corruption? And many of the Jamaican people, 80% of those who had been affected had not gotten any access to these relief. Just imagine, people are suffer. Donovan Williams and Pernel Charles Jr. get big raise hike. 300% increase. And I know them belly can't full. Andrew Holness belly can't full. In spite of the mountainous salary increase, they're still wicked, evil, committing these atrocities. Evidence, video evidence of hurricane relief assistant from that Chinaman reach at Pernel Charles home. Evidence of a check of 500,000 that you decided to pay out. You told the people, look, we are going to put your name on it, but you get 200,000. Mighty God, man. Mighty God. And you know that many homes today don't even have a shelter. Many of the people them are dead for hungry. Some people are sleep out in the Jew and do the people them this. You really have a heart, the heart
people this. This is not evil, you know. This is beyond evil, you know. Which part of the conscience come from? Where do you get to the conscience? It is so evil. Jamaica, we just want for you to see the evidence that we are presenting. Let me just bring in Brother Melting Pot to say his piece.
Well, my Jamaican people, this is the proof in the pudding as to who is running the country and what type of leader he is. He's criminal personified. Yeah. And them two little garbage there, where you see, we call themselves member of parliament. Pernel Charles Jr., a.k.a. Sniffy. We know film track record and film file. Remember him build a house near a woman, you know, where him have on the side, inside chick. And I can tell you, my Jamaican people, him don't build it out of him pocket or him account. Him build it out of taxpayers' money. Because the woman threatened him to tell him wife about the relationship with them have. So he is not an honorable individual. Based on that evidence what we have of him being dishonest in his marriage. So anything else down the line, you know him is a corrupter. Now we could look on Donovan Williams. Yeah? Him a corrupter and him a criminal. Him affiliated with gang. Yapis gang. From him a grew up come up. Yeah? You hear Rosie tell us that the Yapis man them used to go out to rob and game. To send him go to school and all these things. Him come through a criminal pipeline. Now them they should never be in a politics, you know, and I represent people as member of parliament, you know. Because them don't have what it takes in regard to be honorable. They are all dishonorable and undesirable to the Jamaican people. Now, when we look at what has done with the roofing criteria where them set out to give people funds to put on back roof. Now the check clearly state 500,000. Yeah? I will see the signature. I will see the, what I call it now, the PR. Yeah, with this big cardboard stating 500,000. So Donovan Williams, this is Pernel Charles Jr., this is Nikita Burchell, and another People's National Party representative. So they might make it look like it is what? Two sides coming together and coming up with this 5,000 agreement for roof. But I don't know what role Nikisha Burchell and the gentleman from the People's National Party played in that. But I know everything is orchestrated, molded, and constructed by the Jamaica Labour Party. And what was the result? 200,000 when she got to the hardware. Just like what Rosie said, Donovan Williams and many more people, Jamaica Labour Party member of parliament, whenever there's a contract, the contract is split. And in some cases, they want more out of the contract than what is set aside now after them going at it and take out. Them have more than what is set aside to do the job. So this is where we have problem in Jamaica. Because 200,000 is less than 50% of 500,000. So it shows them going with more. It not even, it don't even cut in the middle. Now, make we look on what we see now. Because we have the evidence, you know. We have the evidence. And the evidence clearly centered around the Louidersville community. It's all Louidersville resident that appears on the evidence, this paper. Yeah? And what you see when you look on the spreadsheet, you see the people name, all three name, Christian name, surname and middle name. You see them phone number and everything attached. So you know you can certify the spreadsheet. Yeah? But why was the spreadsheet thrown away? Isn't it that the spreadsheet supposed to be a reputable piece of documented information that AdPen should have in its possession?
Melting pot, it is, you're solidly right. You're 100% right. This, supposed to be put away for potential audit.
Of course.
Yes, those are audit materials.
Yes. And AdPen should be the recipient of it when
Exactly.
them finish outside. It's supposed to go back to AdPen. Yeah, so it can be audited.
Hold on, Melting Pot. Call out that who are calling now. When Melting Pot is on the floor, right, just avoid the call until we're going to have a time schedule for the calling. So
tell them what I mean. Wrap up and them can come in. Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, this is where lack of transparency, present itself. Because this paper is in the hand of an ordinary civilian, and that is how we have access to the information. Yeah? And we are saying that whoever is in charge of this, this type of distribution policy, yeah, must be held accountable and taken to task. And in the event of what I'm looking at, it look more like it's the guy, Pernel Charles Jr., because him in charge of social security, and exactly. Service line. So we know him we are pointing the finger upon, yeah? And him need to come shed some light on this. Why is it that the people are receiving a $500,000 check, but upon arrival at the hardware, they are only being credited with $200,000? And I yield back the floor to you, because we're going to get into the meat of the matter a little more now. But make the caller come in.
This is very serious. All right, before we move, again, caller, all right, let's just open the line for 15 minutes to get some of the callers' input, right, to share the communication. So the lines are open, right? So for those who want to call, please call now so we can ventilate this issue. Because, okay, all right, calls are coming in now. Okay, all right. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation. Please go ahead.
Yes, my brother, how are you doing?
Blessings, my brother. I'm good.
Peace and love, man. Calling from Massachusetts, man.
Thank you. Love that.
Yes, man. Melting pot. Peace and love, man. How is everything with you, man?
I'm good. Thank you for the endorsement. Love to hear you calling in and keen to hear your input.
The 500,000 that Pernel Charles Jr. Well, it started from Andrew Holness.
Yes.
Okay. So the 500,000 that Andrew Holness, right, grant for the people from the Melissa relief, right?
Yes, Melissa relief. Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, Pernel Charles Jr. and what is his name there?
Donovan Williams.
Donovan, whatever his name. Now, they are the one, okay, that set up those checks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, they take down the names of the people, all right?
Yes.
And they're going to issue out to. When they do that, okay, this is a question I'm asking. When they do that, it's like what they do. They pose up with the people with the 500,000 check.
Yes.
Right? And when they pose up with them, they take pictures to show the world that yes, this is what we are doing. Okay?
Exactly.
But when the people, okay, when I give the people the check, and when the people go wherever to collect it, right? They say only $200,000 they can get, right?
Yes.
So my question, they have a record of those signature where they stand for the 200,000, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if they have a record for those 200,000 that they signed at home.
No. Hold on. Get it correct. They don't sign for 200,000. They sign for 500,000. But it's sent to what actually sent to wherever warehouse or lumber yard for them to collect whatever is only 200,000.
When them keep at 300,000.
There you go. So I want you to get it correct.
My brother, those things are criminality. My brother, them people are dead out, man. They dead out. They dead out because listen, man, right there, my brother. It's like they're keeping down the poor people, let them get poorer and poorer every day in Jamaica.
All right, but apart from that, right, what you need to look on is Andrew Holness, who came out and talk about resilient. But how are you going to make them resilient if, okay, all right, I mean, whatever that you allotted is just a drop in the bucket. It is just a drop in the bucket because it can't really make them resilient. And even the little bit that you have given them, right, your men are finding ways and means to rob them. And so then when you as it relates to what the young lady said, that they were told that, okay, all right, I'm going to put your name on the bill, right, for you to get relief. But I'm going to put 500,000, but actually you are going to be getting 200,000.
Right.
And so then they signed for 500,000. And this is it to the fact that now is misleading. Because all the money now that they collected, you understand, to go into ADPEM, right? They are now going to say that they pay out this, they pay out that. Well, in truth and in fact, those people don't get the benefits. The benefit recircled back to their pockets. It is vicious.
My brother, that is evil, wickedness, cruelty to the Jamaican people. And this is what Andrew Holness is saying, that he wants to make Jamaica better, better than where he take it, and he will never allow PNP to what control about Jamaica?
Yes, because what he's saying that he will never allow the PNP to come back and take the people from out of poverty and give them prosperity. He wants to hold on to the people and to suffer them.
Amen.
That's what he wants to do.
Amen. My brother, let me say this to you. Listen, my brother, the works that you guys are doing, melting pot, Vatican, we alone some, Travis, you name them out, Portland Spice, Talk Your Mind TV, Attack for the Press. Thank God for those. Thank God for them. And you know the thing about it? Nobody, as a matter of fact, I'm not going to say nobody because there are people out there chatting all kind of nonsense. But you know the thing about it? We don't have enough facts together. We don't have the proof of everything on the spoon and come to chat.
Exactly. Them can't come around with. Them can't go around with. We have evidence.
My brother, my Christian, Andrew Holness and Connie, they are going to get away with these things?
Well, under my dead body, because I am not going to stop until justice done. Me can tell you that.
Please, my brother. Please. Melting pot. The whole of it. Come on. We have to do something for Jamaica.
Oh, yes.
I am from Jamaica. I love Jamaica. We have to do something. We cannot sit down like this. We cannot. And the thing about it, him having gang, because those are not policemen, he having gang. Why use? Why use? In bad man gang them. Why use to shut down the Jamaican people? But let me say something to you. I hope and pray that the Jamaican people see what is going on and rise up and stand up and say enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
act like who them they act. We have to get out this man. We have to take him out. Somewhere or the other, we have to take him out.
Don't joke about that.
We have to take him out.
Don't joke about that.
He have to go.
I can't even believe, honestly, Carla, I just can't believe the evidence when it was shared to me. You understand? My mouth shocked. I was shocked. I was so shocked.
My brother, let me say this to you. Let me tell you something. I try my best to leave work and come get in everything. And I'm telling you the truth, my heart. I'm telling you, it come like when I take something and punch us a tire. That's something I feel. Flat. Let me tell you, I am hurt, my brother.
But who won't feel hurt?
Right?
Anyone who listen to something like this and see all of the evidence that we are presenting, whether you are Jamaica or any, and from once you have a moral compass, you are going to be hurted. It's wickedness. It is evil. It is.
You know, I'm gonna say something to you again too. With Marlene Malou. She have to watch her back now.
Oh yes. Don't too worry about
She
that.
have to watch her back now.
Don't too worry about that.
Marlene Malou, if you are, I'm telling you the honest truth. If you are listening, I hope somebody can hear and send the message to you straight. Watch your back. Please, I'm asking you to watch your back. Because it's thank God that, you know, you God give you that courage. That courage, that strength to stand up and say enough is enough. And to be honest, you have some unfinished business here to fix and you have to fix it. Thank you, Marlene Malou. But one thing I'm just sending this message to you. Start watch your back. Do not trust and honest, and the rest of it is crowning. You are in the parliament. Just stand up for truth. I see it other day. Please watch your back because they don't like when people stand up for truth.
That's true.
Brother, peace and love. God bless. Take care of yourself.
Thank you.
Melting pot, pick up yourself, man.
All right.
Peace and love, melting pot. God bless.
Bless you.
All right, wonderful. Let me just finish the day in terms of people calling in and we interact with them melting pot.
Yeah,
Right?
man.
Before
Love it.
we
We love it.
just want to interact. People who are feeling in terms of what.
We love hear the people opinion, you know. Yeah, man.
So we are waiting for people to call and interact with us, right, in terms of, how do you feel about this in terms of a government who let you down, right? A government who don't have any care for the people and, finding any ways to create bureaucracy. Okay, the calls are coming in. All right, let us hear what this caller has to say. Yes, caller, what say you as it relates to what we are presenting here, caller? Hello?
Yes, Mr. Misty.
Yes, my brother. Blessings, my brother.
Good evening to the panel and good evening to Mr. Melting Pot. Yeah?
Blessings.
Yes, let me hear your views in terms of what we are presenting, Carla. Go ahead.
Yeah. What I'm saying, I hope all these hard work we now put in, I hope it pay off, because me sitting in limbo, I think, say, boy, nothing now go happen to them creature where destroy people,
Well,
yeah?
Let me tell you something.
I just hope and pray on hard work pay off, brother.
Well, let me say this, right? Them have a saying said, one day the bucket will go well, one day the bottom is going to drop out. And let me say something to you that in terms of showing you the signs that are coming out. You realize that Andrew Holness case as it relates to the FID investigation have sent over FID going for God he knows how long, and yet FID cannot come out and declare that the Prime Minister statutory declaration should be certified. You realize that FID is not doing that?
Yeah.
Just look at that. That is big for a Prime Minister of any country and his anti-corruption system cannot clear him and will not clear him. Doesn't that say something to you, Carla?
Yeah, man, it's a lot to me, man. But me, I wonder if the justice system are going to sit back and make all this play out, and the world look and see all these corruption that take place, and it just go by the wayside.
Well,
you know, this a system that's
all right.
scary to me, you know.
And let me say something to you. Let me say something to you. When we come out and we educate, it's for people to absorb, right, and understand, be cognizant of what we are saying, aware of what we are saying. The people, if the people want the change, the people can get the change tomorrow. Think of what I'm saying to you, Carla. Let me say this to you. As it relates to PSOJ, as it relates to umbrella group of church, as it relates to non-government organization, the NGOs, as a result of academia that keeps silent, right? That they know that vicious time, criminality, corruption, nepotism, cronyism, and they maintain silence. In the midst of that, but hold on, in the midst of that, extrajudicial killings of the poor people, children, and they all look on and see the Jamaica Labour Party administration kills with impunity, and not one of them speak out. Let me tell you something. Good over evil, my friend. And good will always prevail. I am telling you that.
Me sit down here, so may I talk to you, brother. May I tell you, say, to me, it is a scary time for my people them in Jamaica.
Oh, yes.
I see them a kill out the youth them, and other people are coming in the country and I live happy and free. All the coolie people, them, see how much coolie full up down there, and Chinese. And now Israeli people then
and treat, you know what burned me? Carla, hold on, Carla. You know what burned me? You know what burned me to the core? Is when we see this particular government, for people who you're talking about, like the Chinese, and I don't have any, I am just not said, okay, I am having anything personal against the Chinese. This is not personal. This is not personal. This is from a moral, this is from a moral compass. And let me tell you this, Carla. When I look and see how the Chinese citizens being treated as a first-class citizen of Jamaica, when I look and I see how the Indians from Asia being treated as a first-class citizen in Jamaica, and see how this government treat our brothers and sisters like dogs. Nothing but dogs. Not even beach access given to our people. Access to the beach being denied. You look at that. But you know what? The people sit and they accept it.
Well, I hear my father mistake. You come in like say, you see the dictator thing, it'll take over and it drive fear in our people them.
No, they're in the country already, you know, Carla. Carla.
Hold on, Carla. Listen to Melting Pot. Listen to what Melting Pot said.
Dictatorship has already been established in Jamaica. It now come to take over. It run the place. This is why Jamaica has been replaced by 3 other nation of people. The Chinese, the Indian, and the Israelites them. Yeah? Jamaican people drop down a 4th class citizen of the country. The works them been given to the Chinese. I don't want them in my place. I want get right now, me just feel like implode on the stage, you know, but me I hold my composure. The Chinese, they must leave. The Indian, they must leave. And the Israelites, they must leave the country alone. We cannot have these people coming into our space and gaining recognition over the native of the country. And the only way you can solidify the recognition for the Jamaican, you have to clean out the expatriate them are coming at the place. The Chinese, them are take out it pan with people long time because them learn the way of the society. Them are pay people for kill people. Them get too much access in the country. Them get 11.5 acre land up a Hope Garden. Them come all have a gun gala affair where we are celebrating emancipation in a, you know, see where Andrew nasty government a do. What them a do? Them a promote the Chinese alongside the Jamaicans.
But melting pot, what on a melting pot? What on a melting pot? Because it's something we're very serious right now, you know. Do you believe melting pot? And let me ask, right, both the caller, melting pot, and all persons in the chat. Which part in China that China government would want to merge Jamaican culture with China? You know, sister Andrew wants to sell out. Merging Chinese culture to Jamaica culture as it relates to a crucial independence that we celebrate. You know, sister, this I say, you think ever, that's why Jamaican people need to think. Do you believe that China would ever do something like that?
But we could look on something more fundamental mistake on the caller. We botanical garden chopping at two and give them half, you know. That means these nasty dirty Chinese people are coming to our place to come to integrate with us, you know. The guys separate them.
All right. Well, on the melting pot. Well, on the, all right, Carl, I forgot to run left you and give another person a call. All right, bless up. Bless up yourself.
Big up yourself. Big up melting pot, man. Me there class.
Uplifting.
Yes, let me give as much people time to call in because we have what? Another 13 minutes one to patch web. Yes, Carla, you're on Mystic Sensation. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Mystic.
Good afternoon, my sister.
As Melting Pot is talking about, you know, getting them out and stuff, I was watching something on YouTube this morning where it is happening in South Africa. A lot of people might not seen it.
Yes.
But in South Africa, there is this place where the South Africans, the native South Africans, are in the streets going from house to house, business places, and beating, dragging all those other persons who are not a citizen, were born in South Africa, and telling them to leave out the country. They're going in stores, and it is happening now, right now at this moment. I was watching it at probably about 12 o'clock today. I was watching it live on YouTube.
Yes.
They don't want them in the country. They're telling if they don't speak the language, because what they did, they go out in the street, the supermarket, the hospital, and everywhere. And when they start speaking in their language, if you can't speak to them in their language, you're going to be beaten. And they go in with machete, they go in with stick, and all kind of weapons. They said they need to get out now. This is South Africa, and we're taking back our country. They don't want them there. So why are Jamaican taking in so many people from other places where Jamaican are set underneath the carpet at, you know, walk on them?
It's unfair.
Jamaicans.
It's goddamn unfair. I'm gonna look at it.
You understand what I'm saying?
You know, the Chinese have so many business in Jamaica, and what happened to the Jamaicans? Them push them back. You understand? I can't smile at something like that.
Look at it. Look at it. The Chinese in Jamaica, a person going to a Chinese store and probably have an altercation. Chinese man probably give you a slap in your face or whatever.
No, they have done it already, sister. Hold on, the sister.
I've seen it.
They have done it already. We are a Chinese lady box a schoolgirl in.
I have seen it.
I say no, this not funny.
You can't talk in your own country.
This not funny.
They're telling you to get the whatever out and all kind, and it is wrong. It is getting from bad to worse. You're telling me you're a born Jamaican and you don't have a say in your country. You can't say anything. You have no rights. and the government is doing nothing and trying to behave like, as what he said, if you don't ban a Jamaica or whatever. I don't remember what he said in the debate. It hurt me so much.
It doesn't mean that you're a Jamaican because you're born here. That's what Andrew wanna say.
Exactly. So what that mean? Him a Jamaican and his 2 kids and his wife and his family are not Jamaican then?
You know, since that pure shit come out of mouth. Don't want the time Andrew Holness is not telling lies when he's not speaking.
Exactly. Come on, people need to do what they're supposed to do, and sitting down and looking at what's going on even in Parliament. It's a doggone disgrace. I've seen it.
I'm telling you.
And it is getting from bad to worse. And if people don't stand up for their own rights in their country, you know what is going to happen further years from now.
All right.
Even your own house that you work so hard and build, probably gonna come and tell you to leave.
All right, Carla. Yes, let me just give someone else, right? Because a lot of people calling. Bless up yourself. Thank you for the call. Yes, Carla, you're on Mystic Sensation. Please go ahead. Good afternoon, my lady.
Good afternoon, Mr. Melting Pot.
You see, my mama got to pay. Thanks, yeah, Baba, for Andrew. Andrew, I went into the shade this morning for you. So you were dead. I'm not here, Baba, for so. Mama, you are dead, Andrew.
All right, Carla. All right, Carla. We understand. We understand what you're feeling. We understand. We can, appeal to the emotions. Really, can feel the vibration coming from you, right? But take your time, my sister. Your brother's here. We are fighting, right? We are fighting together. And I'm glad for you to call, and I'm glad for you to share what you are feeling, right? And we understand. We see the love that you are sending out and the prayers, whatever that prayer is saying, right? But we really appreciate you calling in. Melting Pot, you want to say anything?
Mystic.
Yes.
Can you just ask the caller to identify where she's calling from, because our accent sounds African.
Like Africa. Where are you calling from, caller? You're calling from where?
I'm calling from Canada.
She's calling from Canada. Okay, my sister. Okay, we as I said, take your time. Your brothers are here, and we are fighting on your behalf. right? But I understand the emotions coming out, right?
No.
You know that you're feeling what your brothers and sisters are feeling. Melting pot.
Now, this is where Andrew has led the country to a situation where our callers have to be calling in such a emotional state of affair, and just pouring out the desire that they have inside of them for the people in Jamaica.
Yes.
Mere fact that they are witnessing all the atrocity that's been shown to the Jamaican people, the unfortunate people who 7 months after Hurricane Melissa is still living without a proper shelter over them head and are still without jobs and don't have any type of finance to buy food, while the government sit down and the tons of food that was sent into the country by well-wishers and donors, contributors from outside of Jamaica. All the money and the goods, Andrew and him criminal empire is still in charge of that, and several people have not had anything come their way. You understand? And this is very horrendous to the people of Jamaica. And I know a lot of people outside of Jamaica is actually feeling the same pain as the people them down in a ground zero. And this is living proof. Here is a caller. Here how emotional she is. She is emotionally drained because she have sympathy, she have empathy, and she have the love for the people them in Jamaica. Not like the garbage crime minister we have. So, I just want to just endorse this caller and thank her very much for calling in and sharing, even though it's emotional, but sharing her feelings toward the situation in Jamaica.
It's very emotional to me because this caller here pull out my heart. And I know that she pull out many people's heart this morning, afternoon. Right? Are you hearing me, Melting Pot?
Yeah, man. She pulled my one as well.
Yeah, and I mean, genuinely, people are feeling it, right? And this is all right. Our sister here, right? Her way of communicating to us in terms of, showing that she's feeling this, right? So it is not only the people who Andrew Holness are hurting, feeling the hurt. People who are distance away, right? Because these people genuinely love their country and love their people. You think this lady is going to come and call a mystic sensation and just she didn't even get into what she want to say. The outburst of pain, the outburst of crying. All of that just wrapped up in her. And there's the moment that she called just overshadowed her to just give this outburst. She pulled tears right from my eyes. I am telling you. Andrew Holness, your day with Father God, trust me, Donovan Williams, Pernel Charles Jr., Juliet Holness, what you have done to the Jamaican people in asking the Jamaican people to vote for you, because you know how to make them have cheap and affordable energy. You will bring in all the big energy plants. You will reduce their energy cost. What you have done to them, Andrew Holness. What you have done to them. Mighty God of Daniel. Let me tell you something. Andrew Holness, regardless of what you are doing and all the money that you have, remember you have to face God Almighty for all the sins that you have committed, all the evil that you have done, right? And I tell you, for the criminal justice system, right? And those who are silent, witnessing the atrocities, witnessing the extrajudicial killing, and remain silent, you all are guilty. You all are guilty. My lady, let me say to you, thank you so much. Thank you so much for venting to us. I mean, believe you me, my sister, We love you with all of our heart. And we are feeling what you are feeling. Right? The caller before you, right, is so frustrated. Is saying, in terms of all the works that we see and all the evidence that we present, what is going to happen? But I tell you, my sister, right, what seems to be long and burdensome, Father God said, 1,000 years unto men is only a day unto God. Judgment, you understand, is coming, right? And so, my sister, I want to say, once again, as we are going to close out the program with you, do you have any final word, right, to say to us as we close the program?
Yes.
Yes. Just bear up and speak with us. Bear and speak with us. What you want to say to your Jamaican brothers and sisters who you love so much? What you want to say to us?
Yes, the day before I wrote something that I wanted to post.
Yes.
And that God is not a liar.
Yes.
So whatever he said, he will do. He said he will bless those who bless his children, and he will curse those who are protected curses on them. And Holness, every breath in me, I'll be on my knees and to just serve. Because God is the God of wrath, and you have oppressed. You have no remorse to a child or senior. You have no compassion at all. And for this woman that you call wife, she's an abomination to God. But God don't wear pajamas, and you. He don't sleep, no slumber. And I'm telling my brothers and sisters, be strong, be strong. God is inside of you. And just know that you will never leave because of a mistake. Just hold the faith. Just hold the faith. And trust God. Just trust God. He will come through. He will. He will never fail. God cannot fail. He can't fail. Just hold on. Just a little while. Just hold on. And trust God. Just God. It doesn't matter what it looks like. He will always come through right in time. God bless you guys. God bless and have a blessed day.
Thank you so much, my sister. And our hearts goes with you. Love you so much. Thank you for calling in. Wow. Melting pot. That was, I don't know, I mean, wow, that leave me breathless. Close us out, Melting pot. Close us out.
That was a moment of movements within the mind, the heart, the soul, and the spirit. Yeah. This has broken new heights on social media. This caller. Yeah, I've never heard a caller calling. And
hold on, Mystic. Let me just take Pat call. Hold on, Mystic. Yes, Sister Pat. You know we can't left you out at all. What say you, Sister Pat?
One device me out, so me have to listen, you know.
All right.
Good evening, good evening.
Good evening, my sister.
Blessings.
I must say, big congratulations to you, Melting Pot.
Thank you, Sister P.
Andrew Michael Holness, our Prime Minister of the country. Sir, tears is a language only God understands.
Repeat that for us. Repeat that for us, Sister P. Repeat that for us.
Tears is a language that only God understands. Mr. Prime Minister, you won't believe it, I told you here. Nothing You come when in this world, would you get back? And you bring nothing in this world you bring. So you have nothing to get back. Mr. Holness, Prime Ministership is not like the police force where you have 5 police, 10 police, 5 nurses. It's a privilege. And you get a privilege. You're coming from an humble beginning. And this is what you do to your people. My God. Andrew Holness, where is your heart? Andrew Holness, where is your compassion? Andrew Holness, mother, miss, can't you speak to your son? Lady, do you remember the hour, the minute that you gave birth to this young man? Is this you feel proud about as a son, to doing this to his own native fellow Jamaicans? Come on. Mr. Commissioner of Police, I believe you have children and you've been looking forward for grandchildren. Is this the Jamaica you would like to live for your country? Oh, would your name goes down in history? Juliet Holness, are you a female? Have you people have no compassion? Where is no heart? Wait there. It is easier for a camel to go to the eye of a needle than a rich man in the kingdom of God. Andrew and Juliet Holness, the only thing you get is what you eat. The other things, them are material things. You live big, but one day you will depart this life. A man that is born of a woman have but a short time to live. And after the death, then come the judgment. My God, Juliet Holness, you have 2 sons. You are in age now. You don't want a grandfitty. What world would you want to dead left them in? Come on, people. Just the justice part, PSOJ, the churches, where are you? The backbenchers in the Jamaica Labour Party. You have a voice. It's going to affect you. Your name will be in history because you're a part of it. Stand up. Say something. Say something. Backbenchers in the Jamaican Labour Party. Do something. Say something. The head of the soldier, Miss Goman, what's your name? I'm not going to put your name. But the big soldier lady who run the army. Come on, miss. This country is slipping under our feet. Too much Chinese, too much Indian, disrespecting people. And to you, Mr. Commissioner, and all of the top-rank police, the officers on the road, they have no manners, no respect for elderly. I was at a place today, and I see 2 officers come down, and the way they're dealing with ordinary Jamaican, I tell them to pack up in the Brownstown market. We have wholesale there, and 11 o'clock you're supposed to vacate outside, no problem. But the way they come with their long gun, their long rifle, really, man, and then 11 o'clock yet, they don't talk to nobody with respect. It come like a war. They come, so they come to their enemy. Grandfather is there. Grandma is there. And you've been treating people like this? Come on, Jamaica. Come on, Jamaica. Labor right. It's your party. Nothing is wrong. But it's not going the way it's supposed to be. Jesus Christ, what going to happen to we? Hey, come on, man. And you always take on water yourself. When you're going to the bathroom and by yourself, think. Look ahead of you. And And you Holness, the Queen of England, is dead. And she have all the wealth and riches. Did she take any with her? And your Holness live that your name can call in a good way in history. Michael Manley did a poor man. Not a pauper, but a poor man. And his name been calling for good things. Look how long Michael dead. But his name been calling good things. Manju Holness, Andrew Holness, take a hold of yourself. Pastors of this country, leaders of society, no, rescue Jamaica. Rescue Jamaica. This is not about PNP Liam, it's about Jamaica. JCF, do something. It is not right. And with that, I yield back.
Thank you so much.
I yield back.
Thank you so much, Sister P. Thank you so much.
Wonderful presentation, Sister
All
P.
right. All right, let me just take the final call here. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation. Please go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Mystic, when they up on the work, man, but they are here the lady
Yes.
cry and whole heartbroken stuff and thing, but as a me more of a like think of a more solution guy, because yeah, I know it have been said already before. I said the people, the government is supposed to fear the people, not the people fear the government, and the people is the government. And this man eventually I do too much more than beyond. You understand?
Perfectly
and
said.
within 3 million away, which me know say you are do your work out hard all the way, which become a see you put in your work. Me Ratty gonna put in them work, Alone Sama put in them work, and many more. I say I put in them work, but like everything I fall upon deaf ears. Me know say one day they'll come to an end, but at this point in time, the one I want to say for the Jamaican people them, because it's very disrespectful, very blatant, very rude, right? The man who's a criminal, I make you look like you're a criminal. And we have him a harp and a playground with him.
What you call that, caller? Alternate reality? Alternate reality.
I mean, liberal people, I want to talk, I want to suffer, I know, because I say I come from two sides of the fence, so I know what I say. My mother one and my father one, so I can't speak by any side. So I ask on my labor right family, my labor right cousin, I want to suffer. When I'm not going to the hospital and can't get no care, because at the end of the day, they make a Cuban and them gone, and every day this man do a bunch of stuff, and eventually, I feel like say, well, people supposed to be afraid of him. They're not supposed to be, because this man's supposed to exit, he shouldn't even run. So that means what we are saying is a lawless country. So you are saying a country is a country of law. But when time me view it is a country of lawless, because for my country, you know, only thief in it. For my country, is still a murderer, because the man will say, okay, why do I say this man is a murderer? Remember, if money allocated to fix the hospital, and Miss Jane go to the hospital, and Miss Jane dead, our boy then dead. At the end of the day, you kill boy and kill James. Because look at the situation. Say never thief and police come. At the end of the day, me I got prison see him with you. So he's an accomplice. So as far as I'm concerned, him not only thief, him is a murderer. Many people don't really agree with my analyzation, but that's how we look on it.
No, your scenario, your scenario are justified. Because what you are saying that when the government, right, shorten the resources, right, that's supposed to give to the healthcare system, as a result of the shortages of resources, a lot of people died. And what you're saying, the scenario is okay, it's correct. A lot of people understand. Don't underestimate the people. We do understand what you're saying. And it is a well-said scenario.
No, so as far as I look upon him and say, you're a murderer, because at the end of the day, I mean, you only have to think for 51. You only rub things in a people's face time and day after day. I mean, you the sister cry. I feel a fear, and she don't really have no dog in the fight at this point in time, because I can't make she overseas.
Exactly.
But your heart, what for you goes for your brothers and sisters. And then I hear a caller talking about the South African. Okay, South African. We are talking about Jamaica, but we are touch everything all at once. South African, want to stop it. Because history can tell you on a real serious note, say, eventually, we never cut up Africa. I mean, Africa, the backbone of the country, we need to cut it up. So the real enemies we have to step to, you not step to. Because we are always strong for we, but we're not strong for nobody else. Because speaking about we, see, we're not Jamaica, we can't stop not China, go do them thing there. So we need to defend our thing down on the side right there and then. But when there's somebody looking like how you know, we need to look out for we, because guess what happened? It should tell me all of that. But this man needs to be dealt with. I mean, I know not put in no work at this point in time, but I look upon it with Mr. Big Organization, because this man only afraid of CNN and Fox News on them. So the question is, can we organize ourselves and get ourselves on Fox News? I mean, seriously. I mean, it's just on Fox News.
Well, listen.
Because nobody now here. I mean, I know he's a very intelligent, intellect. I mean, I don't say no King Highland in the country. Right?
Yes.
You can just see him. Mr. Melting Pot just see him. But people, when they hear from them own people, that's like a quick scenario. When I tell me a young guy, I call her because of a musician friend them. One little girl from a neighborhood, I say, oh, here's somebody called on the radar, big up some entertainer name. Say, you know, say, it was me here. No, it's not you, because eventually you're that intelligent. So that's some people think of us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you will be here as a king, but nobody not pay no mind. So I see, but me, you wouldn't respect and honors no. Okay, I mean, full salute. That's why when I say Joshua, I saw me say, put in the work. The commissioner can come take up your paper. I say, Mr. Baran, just give me a paper there and work off your case, because you're not going to go no further, because all the evidence, the dots and T's are crossed. But saying that, meanwhile, we're still saying it. Real people are suffering, real people are dying, because our healthcare is not shamble, right? Our people still hungry, lack an opportunity. Meanwhile, this man talk garbage and still there, and he can declare an asset. Why Jamaican people not talk to? Why do we have him here? Why is he here? Why is he there? I mean, in a no other way. I mean, the man compromise till he ain't funny.
In no other democracy that would have happened.
Like a them personal business,
right?
We're not supposed to have that. Jamaican people, if we're not hear me, we're not supposed to have that.
No.
We're not supposed to have that, you know?
No. He's not supposed to be on the ballot. He shouldn't have been on the ballot.
So you ask my fellow Jamaican people, them, are we all that corrupted? I saw we really love corruption. That's why we go hug up one man like say, him and Jesus and him not doing nothing. The one them who support him, you know, say stupidness is a cost, the thing, you know. Our stupid people make life hard, you know. This is unreasonable people, but stupid people make life hard. Because how could you embrace a man in the name of party? Because as for me, I don't really care which party it is, as long as you're doing the job we are supposed to do. But this man is all about self. Everything I say about him, from the year one analyzation, I was right. Everything.
Yes.
But the question is, at this point in time, I need for God, because he's ruthless and he is a criminal.
All right.
And I mean, the people them who look free to prosecute him, them need to step aside too. So we need to get rid of them. As we say, we as the people, we need to start work as the bosses ourselves. You understand? We need to put in a legislation, even healthcare. We need the people to get this passed, right? As long as you're running a parliament and be a government official and emergent and anything happen to you like medically, your last resort is supposed to be overseas. Because if you go overseas, by any means without a doctor give you consent for go overseas, then it should be punishment by hanging. Because if a system where you run, you can't deal with it, then you're supposed to go. We're supposed to get them a lot of pass, because if you come and pass that path, we'll go less than vulnerable people. Then we're supposed to get them a lot of pass, because are we really in charge? Because that's when I come for a vote. The Jamaican people, come on, no man, you put on a sense of look up, no man. Because this is disrespectful. 500,000 when you go there, 200,000 you get, because your friend them can rip off your money, and then you hear, oh, how much money spent? No, it's some like a joke, kiddie thing I go on, you know.
Dangerous.
You understand? So if
dangerous.
Kiddie thing. Some kiddie thing. So as I said to my Jamaican people, them, when I serious note, I mean, especially the diaspora people, them, okay, we want to get rid of this man. Let's start get some money together and put and run some CNN and some Fox News and have money to put it on it. Because if I 3 million with you, me say I'm more out of the country. So who out of the country are interested, please put in the money. I mean, right, they can have a thing established already. Put your SMS right if you want some CNN run. We don't want to put in the work, but as I say, most of the time, things are another country. So, if I see them, then you want to hear, because that day one time, it's time I come and see them come here and people start roar, you see me run like a chicken without a head. Guess what happened? Then if I say it, I go, then you need to go because it's not clean. You understand?
Exactly.
They run by the monarch. I mean, the monarch still the vote as the most people say, okay, I figurehead, okay, yes, but our final court prove when the whole cartel case they come up and say England him go, so as I realize that, but we're not fully independent then, because the man they still can give you some back, but eventually most of the time when I look on the bigger brother, the bigger sister overseas, where them I look on, them not really want to come free Jamaica. 3/4 of the time I look on leverage. When them want something for done, them can call and say, "Oh, get that done," and you can't say no because the more criminal you are, I'm more happier them big have to bend to them will. And that most people feel to understand. But this man is very dangerous to us, to those who live there and those who work overseas. And my sister, my heart goes out because I have the same pain, I have the same compassion and right for nowadays. Most of the stupid family them in attack to the one who is stupid because I can't deal with them because stupidness is evilness.
Yes.
God, this is evilness. This is the face of evil.
All right. Exactly, Carlo.
We need it.
All right. So,
yeah, man.
Yeah.
So
Blessings.
Mr. Mystic and Mr. Melton and Mrs. Mystic.
Yes.
Blessings. No?
Thank you so much. Love the input. Thank you.
Yes, yeah.
Blessings. All right. Let me just make this video take us out. And I want you to listen to what this pastor has to say, where she's 100% correct.
Before we write off them boys, we say them done dead already. And support Mr. Holness and the commissioner in killing them with impunity. The amount of poor people picnic that has died in the last 2 years without trial. Police becomes the judge, the jury, and the executioner. And the reading in Isaiah this morning, you know what line that just struck me again? All of this happened and nobody protested. The innocent killing in Isaiah that took place led him like a lamb to the slaughter. Kill the innocent. Isaiah said all of this took place and nobody protested.
All right, my Jamaican people, my Jamaican brothers and sisters, we come to the end of this program with our hearts bleeding. But the message is, together we are strong. And we need to fight for us. Now, Melting Pot, let me give you the final word to speak to us and we close.
Thank you, Sir Myron. And I mean, the final word is just one of concern. All Jamaican citizens, whether you're Labourite or you're PMP, you all need to be concerned of what is happening in Jamaica currently. Where is the country going? Because where I see the country heading, is into a distinct racial society where several races have been imported to Jamaica and is now above the Jamaicans. And I have a problem with that. When you look, you can see a Chinaman a pose up and show them close affiliation with the Jamaica Labour Party. Same as carry goods but drop off a politician yard. How is he so close to politician? The average Jamaican don't know where the politician them live, If you have access to go communicate with them, But we are look on Chinese. I show them true allegiance to the government. That means a lot of things have been moved from under the typical Jamaican feet and placed under the Chinese feet, the Indian feet, and the Israelite feet. Jamaican is standing on wobbly ground. Wobbly! And I'm saying this with authority. I've seen it coming long time ago. I am one who never advocate for the Chinese in my place. Whether them a bill, whether them a use them currency where them have, and I help Jamaica, Jamaica can't help themselves. Jamaica as an island with a population of 3 million people, very upstanding people, sportsmen alike, business people alike, can build Jamaica. We don't need no foreign interests. And we shouldn't even need no foreign investment. When you look at aluminium, Jamaica is one of the largest producers in the world of aluminium. Aluminium is used around the globe. So aluminium coming like the oil where you see in the Middle East. And you see how them country the rich and can do all type of thing. We should have been in that position. So me no want see no Chinese in my place. I replace my people them with no job, no expertise, nor no skill. Me no want the Asian them who me live amongst them and know say them no like black people, especially Jamaican, but them in my, I don't want to use the language, you know. Them in my place. Me no want them. Me know about them from living amongst them in the UK. Them are shit. But yet still now see Andrew have them pack up in a Jamaica and I rise them on the ladder above the Jamaican. Put the Jamaican as the first member on the ladder and him first you take pan. This have to stop. I'm here half my comrade leader, Sir Mark Jefferson Golding, please to promise us that whenever you take the hot seat, you start to do a deportation of these people out of the country. Please and thanks. And I know many Jamaicans echo the same sentiment that I am echoing right now. We don't need them in our place. Please. We want back our botanical garden. Yes. We want them to not be a part of our gun gala affair. We also need back the 200,000 acre land where them get to build them community, them Chinese community in my place. Nobody see them in and among society. You don't see them going to the market. You don't see them picking up an ordinary school. You don't see them in the medical fraternity at seek help. So what them have in a Jamaica that them use to sustain themselves. So it look like them have everything and the Jamaican them have nothing. We are asking whenever Marky G take the reign, one of the first thing on the agenda is to deport this shit out of the country. Remember just recently, the mock black people in the museum say we are monkey, it spark a controversy worldwide. I don't know what they are doing in Jamaica. They are criminals. And we need to get them out. And that's where I end the show tonight.
Right. Thank you for that, Melting Pot. You hang the show on a bang, right? An explosion. I love that. But most of all, it is the message that we deliver today. Melting Pot, I want to say a big thanks to you, right? So committed to the program. And trust me, when I said a lot of people learn from both you and myself, and I am glad that, we are holding the mission and we will never fail the people. We are telling them that. We will never fail the people. So once again, thank you, Melting Pot, for that in terms of your commitment. And to all the persons who continue to support Mystic Sensation, right, we want to say one love. We love you all. And remember, there couldn't be no Mystic Sensation, no Melting Pot, no Lady Mystic without you. You are the ones who will lift up the banner, and you are the ones who are carrying us on your shoulders. And I want to say big thanks. We love you. Have a wonderful rest of your time. And remember, tune in to Lonesome Program, right? Another inspirator, another freedom fighter, another man with the message. Tune in, right? Forward on the Titans. I want to say, blessing all. Walk good. Have a wonderful day. From Mystic, from Lady Mystic, from Melting Pot. Walk with love. I'm out. Blessings.
I don't want you to come to me with that foolishness, you know. You elect a prime minister, and is a prime minister run the country. It is time we learn to hold our leaders accountable for their actions and stop making excuses for them. Stop making excuses. Otherwise, go elect the people who really run in the country. And I don't want the right side of the argument. Hold the people you elect accountable and stop making excuses for them.